My name is Perennial and welcome back to another Sims video. Today we're going to do something a little bit different and we're going to go through some tips and tricks on how to play The Sims 4 on console. I play The Sims 4 exclusively on PlayStation, so just bear that in mind as you're watching. These tips and tricks are from a PlayStation player, but I have checked and the controls do seem to be pretty much the same for Xbox as well. So do feel free to let me know in the comments if I get anything for Xbox wrong, and also go ahead and drop a comment if you have any additional tips, because I'd love for this video to be kind of a one-stop shop for information on playing The Sims on console. So let's get into it. Okay, so to start off, we are here in CAS. Before I show you the couple of extra things in CAS or Create a Sim, I'm just going to show you how to access the cheats menu where you can import your little cheat codes and all that sort of stuff. So on your controller, you want to push all 4 of these back buttons. So on PlayStation, it's L1, L2, R1, R2. Xbox, I think it's LB, LT, and RB, RT. But you push them all at once. Nothing to read it, excuse you. There we go. Your console will hopefully listen to you the first time, and then you can use either your analog stick or the digipad to navigate the letters that you need to input what you want to put in. Having done that, the other thing, most of the controls are on the screen, so I'm not going to delve into those ones too much, because if you push L3 you can look at extra ones as well, but in addition, up on the top right there, those instructions stay there for the entirety of the game while you're playing with a controller, so we're not going to go into that. What I am going to show you though is in here, this controller is not very happy. If you want to edit your hair color, you push triangle, and then you again can select it with the analog stick or the digipad. So if we want to give our girl green hair, that's all you do, and then it's just triangle to get back out of it again, and we can give her whatever hairstyle our little hearts desire. Okay, so we're here in build mode now, and we're going to just have a look at a few things that make building with a controller a lot easier. So first off, to cycle through the levels of your home, you want to push up or down on your digipad. And then to cycle through the wall cutaways, it is left on the digipad. So it's just left forever. You just got to cycle through them all. If you push right, it will put you into the top-down view, which I find really helpful for doing layouts of rooms and stuff like that, because it gives you the nice overview. Next, if we select an item, so I have move objects on at the moment. If we select it, this little menu on the right will change slightly. So if you push L2, you can cycle through the grid snapping. So full tile, so it'll snap to the full tile locations. Half tile, so if I can be precise enough, it moves just a little bit less each time. And then free placement is relatively good on this, but I find it better for free placement if you hold down L1 and R1, sorry, not L1 and L1, L1 and R1, if you hold both of those down and then move, the movement of the item gets a lot smoother than it does without it. I don't know, it just slows it down. I find it a lot easier. But also if you have L1 and R1 pressed down, if you use the right analog stick, you can free rotate that item. As opposed to if you look on the menu there, it just tells you R1 and L1 to rotate. That just rotates straight, diagonal, But if you hold them down, you can twist it to wherever your heart desires. And then also, while we have this object selected, because I accidentally clicked out of it, if you hold down L2 and R2, again, this is with move objects on, and then you go digipad right, you can resize the object up or down, and then up or down on the digipad while still holding L1 and L2 will raise the item. And I'm just going to redo that, not from above, because you could not see any of that just now. So L1 and L2, and then up raises it up, down drops it back down again, and then you can size through it. So left is sizing down, right is sizing up, and in Live live mode, there's really not that much more to add because we've already gone through all the main controls for it. Cycling your walls, going up and down a level, all that sort of stuff. The main things to add are when you scroll away from your lot and you get lost, R1 or L1 will take you straight back to the current active lot. And also, if you want to enter into the free camera for like getting screenshots or photos for stuff, on console with a controller, you do need to go up to the top right here and select free cam, and then you can navigate that. It is triangle and X to go up and down, and use pan and tilt the right stick, and you can move forward and back like that. Zoom is L1 and L2 and R2. I always get those ones mixed up. And L1 and R1 do nothing. And yeah, so that is the controls for that. That's basically everything extra you need to know for live mode. If you want your sim to take a photo on The Sims, navigate to the photo from your phone menu on the game. And then once you're in there, you press R3 to toggle between portrait and landscape mode. And then if you want to access the filters and the different poses, you press square on PlayStation or X on Xbox, and you can use your digipad to scroll through the different poses, or X or square again to scroll through the different filters. You can also turn your sim, but it's a little bit glitchy and it just makes them spiral around in their room like a madman. My favorite tip for playing The Sims 4 on console is to get yourself a keyboard and a mouse, but just any cheap kind of keyboard. This is a very, very, very cheap keyboard that I bought several years ago. The only thing you need to make note of is when you do get your keyboard, make sure that it is a keyboard where the keyboard and the mouse both go to just the one USB receiver to plug into your PlayStation. I originally bought one that had a separate receiver for the mouse and the keyboard. PlayStation was so confused, did not know what to do with it. So make sure they go to the one receiver and you should be golden. Once you've done that, it operates exactly how it does on PC. So you're really missing out on nothing. Well, mods and CC, I suppose, but who wants those? So you can scroll in, all your controls, they're exactly the same. So if you grew up playing The Sims beforehand, or if you're coming from PC to console, that is the best way to do it. Plug in a keyboard and mouse and just basically forget that you're on a PlayStation or an Xbox. Live your dreams. So you've reached the end of my tips and tricks on how to play The Sims 4 on console. If you have any to add or correct, please let me know in the comments below. Like I said, let's make this a one-stop resource for anyone trying to play The Sims 4 on console. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!